Hello everyone, in this video I'll be solving Cambridge IGCSE Information and Communication Technology Paper 2 for May-June 2024, Variant 2.2. I'm going to do the database task here, which is task 3. All the dates must be imported in the format DMY and all currency values must display the same currency symbol and it should be set to 2 decimal place. Import the file students.csv as a new table. I'll be using Microsoft Access for this task. So open Access, click on a blank database. Now you need to save this with an appropriate name and save inside your folder. Click on Create so that the database is created. Now there will be a table by default. You can close this. First, we need to import the student table. So go to External Data, New Data Source from File, Text File. So student file, give OK. Make sure delimited option is set as it is a CSV file. Click Next. First row contains field names so that the first row will be treated as the field names. Click Next. Next. Choose my own primary key. So the primary key is given as roll number. So roll number is the primary key. Now go to Advanced to set the data type. So the first from course code till roll number, it is text. DOB is date and time. All of these are text. DOB is date and time. Now street address, area, postcode is text. Fees paid should be Boolean logical. And payment type is also text. So fees paid, only fees paid is shown as long integer. Let's change it to yes, no. So that is Boolean. And it is DMY. Give OK. Then next, finish. Now go to the design view of the table to set the display. So the display is given for date of DOB, it is DD, MMM, YY. We need to choose this date, and for fees paid, it should be displayed as yes or no. So go to the date, click on date. The format should be medium date as given in the question. And fees paid, it should be displayed as yes or no. So make sure it is yes or no. And also make sure in the lookup, it is shown as text box. So that's done. Save the data, place in your evidence document, screenshot showing field names, data types, and primary key. So we had to take the screenshot of this. Make sure the primary key symbol is shown properly. It is step 13 evidence. Paste it in your evidence document. Next, import courses.csv as a new table. So let's import courses. This close. External data. Again, same procedure. Text file. Browse. Courses. Give OK. Delimited. Click Next. First row contains field names. So that this is the field name. Then click Next. Next. Choose my own primary key. So course ID is the primary key. Select course ID as the primary key. Now go to Advanced to set the data types. So level is number and it is an integer number. And the from course name till duration, it is text. Cost is currency, and this is date. So this is shown as number. All these are text. Course cost is shown as double. Now we have to change it to currency. And date, start date is date with time. So that's done. Give OK. Click next and then finish. Now we have to display course cost with 2 decimal place and currency symbol, and start date must be day, month, year. So go to the courses table, design view, click on course cost. Now the format should be currency and the decimal place must be, and date it is DMY. So let's give the same format as we gave before. Save this. Now we have to keep a screenshot for this. So that is again step 13. In step 13, evidence itself you need to give. So that's done. You can save and close this. Create a one-to-many relationship between course ID and course code in the student table. So go to database tools, relationships, add both the tables. So course ID to course code. We need to create the relation. Now take a screenshot. So edit relationship window so that the one-to-many will be shown. Now let's take a screenshot. That is step 14 evidence. Now enter the following details as a new record in the students table. So you can click OK here, save the relation, open students table. Now we need to add a new record. So on home tab, you have new, click on new. Now we have to add the details here. So you can enter the data, make sure the data is accurate while entering. So I have entered the required data. Now you can save the table. Using fields from both tables, produce a tabular report, and some criteria are given here. We need to calculate a new field here. So before Before starting the report, first we need to make a query with the required fields and the required criteria. So for that, let's create a new query. Go to create, query design, add both tables here. Make sure all the fields are visible. So first step, we have to show the fields. Then only we can start the criteria. So these are the fields which should be shown. Roll number, first name, last name, DOB. So roll number, first name, last name, DOB. Course name, level, fees paid, course name, level, fees paid, payment type, course cost, payment type, course cost, and late payment. So late payment, it's not there in this. We have to make it because it's a runtime field. So late payment is given as late payment will be calculated after a 2% increase has been applied to the course cost. So use course cost multiplied by 1.02. So late payment equal to course cost multiplied by 1.02. So for that, first you can type the name of the field here. Late payment. Instead of equal sign, you have to give a colon. Late payment equal to course cost multiplied by 1.02. So this will be the formula. You just need to type the field name. Automatically it will set to square bracket and all to show that it is an existing field. So if you run the query, you can see the value is calculated here. Go to the design view. It should be formatted as currency as given here. It should be formatted as currency. So just click on late payment on query design. You have property sheet. Click on property sheet. Format should be set to currency and decimal place 2. So now when you run the query, you can see late payment is shown here. Come back to the design view. Now we have to give the criteria. Fees paid is no. So under fees paid in criteria, you have to type no. After each criteria, run the query and see to make sure it is working. So here you can see fees paid, all of them are no. Now go to the design view. Next payment type is check or credit card. So under payment type, you have to type check or check space or then space credit card. The double quotes and all will be set automatically by the system. You have to just type check or credit card. Now run the query. You can see the payment type is only check or credit card. So these are the required records. Now the remaining steps are for the report. So let's save the query. Save as query 1. Now let's make the report. Go to create report wizard. Make sure query 1 is selected here. Add all the fields. Click next. Make sure there is no grouping. If it's grouped this way, just make sure you select the table in which it is not grouped. Next. Sorting I'll do from the report design, because if you do sorting here, it will change the order. Click next. The orientation is landscape. Click next. What title do you want for your report? So the title is Surcharges for Outstanding Fees. Surcharges for outstanding fees. Click on finish. So this is your required report. Now let's do this step. Sorts the data into ascending order of level and then descending order of course name. Ascending order of level and descending order of course name. So go to the design view again. Design view. On report design, click on group and sort. Add a sort. So level ascending. Ascending means from smallest to largest. Then click on add a sort again and then course name. Descending. Descending means with Z on top. So that's done. You can close the sort window here. So this is done. Has your name, center number and candidate number in the footer of the report so that it appears on every page. So in page footer, you can remove this, the date. Go to the report design, add a label box. Give your name, center number and candidate number. Now let's go to the layout view to make sure it fits properly. So make use of all the available space. If any field is taking more space, reduce that. When you are reducing, make sure all the data are seen properly. Make sure all the data are completely seen. So now you can see all the data fits properly. See the print preview. So all the data fits on one single page width and the printout has 2 pages. So fits on a single page wide and prints on 2 pages. So that's done. So this is your required report. Now you can save this and close. Next, step 17, using fields from both tables, produce labels. So we have to produce labels like this. So just like a report, before making the labels, first we need to make a query. So let's start making the query. So go to create, query design, add both tables. Now first we need to add the fields which are required. So we need course name, course type, start date. So course name, course type, start date, first name, last name, first name, last name, street address, area, postcode, street address, area, postcode. So these are the required fields to be shown. Now we have to give the criteria. Course name includes the text crop. So we have course name here, includes the text crop. So that means crop can come anywhere. So we have to give star crop star. So that means any text, the star stands for any characters before and after here. So crop can be anywhere. That means the text can be included in that. So just give the criteria like this. Then the like operator will be shown here. Now you can run the query and check. So the course name contains the word crop. Go back to the design view. Next one, course type is university. So under course type, you have to give university. Query design, click on run. So we have course type university. So these are the required fields. Now let's save this. Do okay. It should be sorted in ascending order of last name. So let's do that here. In query to design view, click on last name. We have sort here, ascending order. Save. Now we have to make the label. So this is the specification for the label. We need 2 rows and 5 columns with 10 labels to the page. For example, with a label of size 99 millimeter and 57 millimeter high. So to create the label, first you need to select the query which on which you are going to make the label. So select the query. Now go to create, click on labels. So now we need to customize the label. Click on customize, new, give a name for the label. Let's give J24. It should be arranged in 2 columns. That means the number of columns is 2. So number across should be 2. And 5 rows. The rows we can adjust in the design with 10 labels to the page. For example, the width is 99 millimeter or 9.9 centimeter and height is 5.7. So this is the height you have to give. You have to make sure the dimensions are given in centimeter. Click on metric and make sure it is in centimeter. So the height is 5.7 and the width is 9.9. This is the width, 9.9. Now you can give yes. Okay. So the label is ready. Now close this. So this is your label. Now click on next. These are the font settings. Next. Now this is the way data should be arranged. On the first line, course name, then course type, a hyphen, start date. So add course name, then enter course type, give a hyphen, then start date. After course type and before start date, there is a space. Give a space here. Now on the next line, we have first name and last name. So first name, give a space, last name, then street address, area, postcode. Street address, it should be on separate lines. Street address, area, postcode. Click next. We have already given sorting. You can give last name should be sorted. Click next. If you get a message like this, just give OK. So these are the required labels. It should be in a portrait orientation. So it's already portrait. Now have your name, sender number and candidate number on the left at the bottom of each label. So go to the design view. Go to report design. Take a label box. Give your name, center number and candidate number. It should be left aligned. Modify the format of the label so that only the first two lines are displayed in a larger font size, center line and bold. So the first two lines are course name and course type and start date. Select both of them by pressing the Control key. Now on Home tab. Now the size is 8. Let's make it 12. And then bold and center aligned. Let's see the report view. Now we have to make sure there are 5 rows on one page. So go to the print. On only we can see the labels on 2 columns. Give OK. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to fit the 5th one also here. For that, go to the design view. Just remove the space here. Now let's check the print preview. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 6 labels are there. So we need to adjust little more. 1, 2. Yeah. So now we have 5 rows on each page. And there are 2 pages. You can go to the design view. For the examination purpose, it's better to give your candidate details in the footer. Just copy this and paste it here. In the footer, your name will be there. Anyway, your name is here, but still we are just giving the name in the footer. So this is the required label. save and print your labels. So the database task is done. Next is the presentation. This will be done in another video. The link will be provided in the description once it's uploaded. Thank you for now.